Okay, good evening to you all once again. Thank you for joining today's meeting, the onboarding meeting for IEEE Uganda Section, IEEEXtreme 19.0 Uganda Section onboarding meeting for the officer that will be volunteering for this year. And I'm really glad to receive you all because this year you guys are showing more interest because last year it was a COVID and we had few ambassadors from few universities. We had some challenges, but I think for this year, I think you guys will do a great work. I'll expand this so you can have a clear view of the slides. Alright. Our meeting is onboarding meeting with the student ambassador branches and then volunteers. Then that's our small agenda for today. It will be simple like that because I know you guys are in the weekend and you don't want to be consumed with your time. Then our first will be section team introductions, and then talking about the competition, then the ambassador program, how you people will be doing your work and what you should do. Okay, because you're having tasks, I'm sure right now you're having task 2 already completed. Then for the new, that is Ajatawa and is it Elijah or Akena? No, it is Arafat from Indeje. I just submitted your details to the coordinators. They will be adding to the list of the ambassadors. Then you receive emails. Then we shall go to the questions and answers. For this year, we are having 2 leads for Uganda section. That is me, Kaja Owen, and then Mr. Tumwijuche Festo from Mbaro University. Last year we had Mr. Namanya Eli from Indeje. He was the lead, and then I was the co-lead from Chamberlain University. Then another co-lead was Mr. Samuel Putisho, currently serving as the ambassador for Isibat University. And to the ambassadors, we're having Mr. Joel Gomez-Laser from Chamberlain University. Then on the whole team of volunteers this year, we're only having 1 lady, and I think she's the first lady in Uganda section to volunteer for IEEEXtreme volunteership. That is Mrs. Ohajati Nakatohawa from Ernest Cook University, Ernest Cook Ultrasound Research Education Institute, if I'm right. Then Mr. Tumesi Jabri from MAST, that is Mbaro University of Science and Technology. We're having 7 this year. Last year we had, 3 ambassadors in Uganda section from Chambango, Makerele, then 1 from Indeje. Yeah, Mbarara, you guys didn't have, but this year you're up and running. And thanks to Mr. Festo and Brie for coming up for these opportunities. Then we have Mr. Akina Elijah from UIC, that is Uganda Institute of IT, and then in Indeje University we're having Mr. Mpango Arafat, that is a Hajj. Then from Makara University we have Semaganda George, and then lastly for the ambassadors we have Mr. Samuel, our friend from Congo, volunteering for Uganda. He has been representing IEEE on different roles for the past years, globally and within the section. Then about the competition, I'll try to summarize this because if I go through the slides, I'll be reading the stuff. Then competition, most of you, I think everyone here knows about what the competition is. It just a 24-hour non-stop, like it starts from midnight to midnight. The teams that can solve most of the numbers, they lead the leaderboard. And for last year, I think for Uganda section, it was Isibat that won for the section, that is IEEE Uganda section. And then was it Indeje that came next? I'm not sure about that because what I'm sure is Chambago was in the 4th. 3rd, then MAST Makerere. To get a clear history about the competition, you can either visit the website for IEEEXtreme you get the details and the everything. You can also access the community for practice on the website. As I've said, the extreme competition is a global competition where teams from IEEE student and graduate student members compete in a 24-hour span to solve a set of programming problems. These problems, they are not specifically for only IT, they are all over. Though if you're doing practice, you can only use that of the extreme website, because if you're getting maybe CTFs, you might be off track, though you can also use those ones. Then you try mastering the SDGs, because they get some problems from that side, though. For this competition, don't come as a master, like you're a good coder. Yes, we invite good coders, though. Come for fun. You come to network, what, but represent that section. That's what I should maybe mention about, because last year we declined. I should say that, because the other past year 2023 we were on some upper rank, and then last year we declined due to some reasons that I won't mention online, but physically I will mention them in some meetings that we shall be having, physical meetings. Then yeah, these are records for the past competition. Participants were 19,916 participants, that is global, all over the world. Those were the participants. Then student branches 865. The ambassadors, as you can see, the ambassadors, okay, it's supposed to be like every branch to be having only one ambassador, but then if you're seeing these statistics, the branches are more than the ambassadors, meaning some branches don't submit ambassadors, just as like you guys from Uganda section. Some SBs didn't submit ambassadors, though I'm still fighting against that. So we should be having at least one ambassador from each SB, because if you have no ambassador from your SB, it is really hard for the leads to organize the competition in those different SBs. Though, if okay, some universities don't have SBs yet, I understand that, but for this year's competition, I submitted those names to the leads, to the region leads for the extreme competition, so they'll know how to do about that. Either to allow you guys be on the leaderboards for ambassadors, though I'm sure they'll add you there, because there are some SBs that is just coming up, just in the process of registration. So we shall consider that maybe by the time the competition is on, they will be registered already. Then for the teams, last year we had 8,793 out of 157 sections, and then proctors, ambassadors were 960, meaning last year we had more proctors than the ambassadors, which isn't good, I think, because for the proctor ambassadors, they supervise the ambassadors. Then how would you supervise a number which is lesser than you? It is really hard. That's why we encourage more people to come up. Then for the countries, there are 74. When will the competition take place? Of course, it is in October. That's all we know about that. The date can change, but the month is always October. That is for this year, it is 25th, 2025. For 19.0 extreme competition, that's when it will happen. Meaning on the night of 24th of October, it will be starting at midnight. Then it will be closing on the night of 25th midnight. Then where will you have the competition from? It's always virtual, online. What we always do, for the past years in Uganda, how we have been doing this competition, we have always used our universities as the competition places. Then those who can, because why we do that, to make people use the universities, because the SBs usually provide internet, because you always need 24/7 internet for that competition, 24 hour. So if you're doing it from your places and you can access internet, so it's fine. Though why I encourage always people going to the on ground on universities, the way you interact and then interact with different people. You might be saying that, okay, you're the best code in the whole university, but then this competition comes in when there is a number, it's easier to solve, but then implementing the code, okay, writing the code. When you're in groups, it is easier to solve something. That's as they say, two heads are better than one. Some statements, I won't mention them online because we're going to share this recording to different people and then it might slip to the outside sections. But there are some things I will mention when you meet physically with the ambassadors so that you know how to increase the chances of leading the boards for this competition. Because I think last year Mr. Samuel raised the flag. I should mention him. He raised the flag for Uganda section because I know his team was the lead. Then who is eligible? Teams of up to 3 IEEE student members can compete. Each team may include a maximum of 2 graduate student members and must have a proctor. If they say a maximum of 2 graduate student members, it means for this competition, you can register as 1 and you make a team. 1, then 2, 3, maximum of 3 people per group. Then each team should be having a proctor. But a proctor has the maximum number of groups to supervise. Meaning, because always in Uganda you always have maybe 4 to 7 proctors registered. Because some of the members don't show interest in this, though I think with you guys on board, you will be of influence to your professors or lecturers on your different university to register and help us out on being proctors. What's real is just supervision, and then they should be making sure that their groups they are supervising are doing good throughout the competition for the 24 hours. They can also give them practice questions for before the competition, but then they are not allowed to help on the solving problems, because if that is discovered, then the group will be disqualified from the competition. Who is a proctor? I've already explained this one. He's an IEEE member of a higher membership grade who mentors the flow of activity during the competition. I'm sorry I'm going fast, but we shall have questions and answers at least. I'm just trying to minimize the time we are online because it's a weekend and you know we have to enjoy it. We are still young to do more of being online for weekends. I think I'll move to the next slide. There won't be many. Then, why compete in IEEEXtreme? Of course, practice problem solving skills, then improve teamwork skills, compete for prizes. There is a certain amount of money that the first team takes global competition, like the first team overall. They always give prizes to the first 3 teams, though those prizes differ from the level. The first team gets a higher, then like that as you can see in Olympics, gold, bronze, then silver. It's a different level of prizes. Then enjoy fun activities, network with others. Of course, when you are doing these questions or this competition with a group, or maybe you're having over outdoor, you're doing from some restaurant over you went to a hotel, the experience you will be having there is different from the experience you would be having when you're doing this competition from your room. I think there I'm right. Then solving skills, of course, you solve different problems in a minimal time because you'll be having a target. At least maybe having okay, the way this competition runs, the question comes at first every 1 hour you put another question, then at around when 12 hours have passed, they start coming in 30 minutes after, then another one. But you can always reverse to solve the first question. Even if the competition began at midnight, you come in the morning, you solve the first question, then you can jump to the next questions if these questions are hard, but then you can reverse and solve those ones also and submit. Because the only deadline for submitting any question is only when the competition has ended. But you always have time to submit any number of questions you can, so that you can get more points. Let me first switch to my team. Alright, I don't see any hand up, so I'll continue. Thanks to those who joined when I'm sharing the slides. Then I'm now going to the ambassadors program, how you people will be operating and how you can fully engage in this competition and then make us proud of the Uganda section. Oh, okay, I know you guys are really willing to sacrifice anything to make our section bright. And okay, what is the student branch program? The IEEE student branch program provides resources and guidance to the ambassadors for hosting the Extreme event in their student branches. I might say that we haven't seen any. Okay, I saw Ndeje submitted, Macquarie I think it was submitted, then Must submitted, Chambo didn't submit the what? The plan for this year. I don't know why, because it's only these plans that you submit, then you can receive some resources to organize these events. If you don't submit any plan for the year events, then it's really hard for people to solicit funds for that student branch. Though we always sacrifice the leads, I won't encourage that you be based on the leads or the figures in IEEE for Uganda section, that they will sacrifice to fund the event of that 24 hours. What do I mean by funding? The meals, because you people have to eat when you're coding, the refreshments, and then the branding. If the SB didn't receive funds for the plan that you submitted, then it's really hard to get money to finance that time, although we always have a plan for that. No worries, just do your work as the ambassadors, get teams registered, prepare to compete, then the resources will come. This is your structure, the ambassadors. We always have the ambassador program lead and then colleagues. I think those ones you know them for region 8. I always tag them or I CC them in the emails. So if you have any communication, you shouldn't talk to them directly. Either you pass through the leads or the colleagues to submit your request to them. Where I don't think there is any communication that will be that higher level to be sent to them direct. Then a regional leads, section leads, that is ironed. First, then you come to the second last, that is the student branch ambassador and the SB organized committee. So where this comes in, you the ambassadors for the different student branches. Of course, you won't do the organization alone from your student branches. So I always tell people, all the ambassadors for student SBs, to always use those chairs, student branch chairs, then executive committee members to help them organize this competition, because they have the influence already. You might be the student branch ambassador, but then your influential part for that SB is kind of low. So if you use the executive committee members, then it is really easier for you to organize a clear or engaging competition for that SB. I hope you're taking notes of where to inquire, and we shall have a Q&A at last. Then, what is IEEEXtreme ambassador? What is an ambassador for IEEEXtreme? You're the figure, okay, should I say your POC, the point of contact for with the leads and the regional leads to contact or to engage with the people from USBs. You're the point of contact. If I want to maybe have a session with the people from Macquarie University SB, then I have to pass through Mr. Semaganda George. If I want to meet people from Master, I have to pass through Mr. Brief, the ambassador for that student branch. I won't go through the colleague because there is already an ambassador on that branch. So you're the people you have to pass through to make effect of the different SBs. There is also the lead of organizing committee responsible for hosting Extreme for the SBs. If you're having your organizing committee from your different SBs, maybe you're saying, okay, we shall use the computer society executives to organize this because it is more of coding and then IT. You can either put the weight on the executive committees for the society team to organize the sessions or the 24-hour competition. But of course, encourage that thing of networking. So network within the different executives, because I know different USBs have computer society, engineering, then biomedical. You also have IAS. I saw people registering for that. When you're doing the flyer part of your advertising for what registration of members in your different SBs, please tag those different chapters, because it's that engagement that will help you. Maybe they received some fund for their chapter, then the chair will be like, okay, let us help out with the computer society also to organize the competition, because you really have to get the funds to do that. The section won't give you funds if you didn't apply for the year's budget for your different SPs. If you didn't submit, then it's really late. Your responsibilities, I think I've mentioned these ones when I'm explaining the different slides before. The first one is hosting info sessions to SB student members, university students, and faculty members to promote the competition. For these sessions, most of the responsibilities here, they will be given to you as tasks, the ambassadors. So whenever you do a task, you have to report. If you report late, the points are going to be low, because they have a leaderboard you guys are following. Every task you submit in time, you get a point. Why do I always encourage people to submit earlier the tasks? Because we always have monthly best ambassadors from different sections. Then there are those best ambassadors from different sections. They pick the best overall ambassador for that 19.0 monthly ambassador. So if you didn't submit earlier, it's having lesser chances for you to go through as the best ambassador for the month. And I really encourage people, at least 1 or 2 members from Uganda section, to appear on that billboard of best ambassador for a month. It's good for us. I know you all know what it means to appear on those billboards as an ambassador for this competition. Then assisting student branch in hosting workshops. These ones you do that. You can either publish them as your events on Tools, or you can just have them for your members. Then reaching out to IEEE professional members to take part in the competition. Yes, this is a part of the proctors, because it's you guys to engage your professors that side, maybe also the coded members in the field that finished bachelor's and upgraded to professional. I think in that section we have Mr. Hart's done, but he's outside Uganda, though he can register as a proctor. Then we have Jonathan. Then for Mr. Jalamoja, I'm not sure if he's a professional member, but of course we shall have them. We have the chair, young professionals. They are willing to volunteer as proctors. Then assisting the student branch in finding local sponsors to fund the event and hosting the competition. As I mentioned earlier, it is you guys to look for people to fund the event, to help you with branding, meals, refreshments. Those are the main three core things you should secure for the members to compete well. Because you all know what it comes with coding. You can't do code when you're hungry or when you're thirsty. It's really hard. The brain will just pump up and then it gets heated. Then attending info sessions, we are already having one today. Thank you for all attending. Then the benefits of being an ambassador. Make an impact on your student branch. I think there is a hand, because I had a popper. Maybe someone joined. Okay. Develop leadership and managerial skills, then earn ambassador certificates. Qualify for the best ambassador of the month. I mentioned that earlier. The certificates are a must. The only way you can earn this ambassador certificate is you complete 70% of the tasks you're given. Because last year people missed out on these certificates. Even some lead missed out on these certificates due to not completing some tasks in time. 70%, then you should be appearing on the ambassador lists, the Excel sheets they usually share. Then develop leadership and manual skills, that's a must. When you're managing events, you're developing skills, then also leadership. Networking, if it wasn't IEEE Extreme 19.0, I wouldn't be knowing Mr. Arafat, I'm sure, because I haven't met him physically. Even Brief, Mr. Brief, I think we met on BioConnect. Then Ajatawa, she was there, but we didn't interact, though we shall interact later on in the different meetings that we shall have on. Then I think that's all we have heard from me. We shall go to the Q&A session, and then that's it. So as I mentioned earlier, for any question you can just raise up your hand, then you say something. Hello. Mr. Arafat is just showing when you are ending actually. Anyway, we shall share the recording later to them. Mr. Aken and Mr. Arafat, are you just joining all cause?
Yes, good evening, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Actually, apologies for having come in late. My had issues with trying to connect,
It's okay.
so I was traveling, but apologies. Can you receive my apologies?
It's fine. We shall share the recording because I can't go back to the slides. I've just finished them. So we are on part of Q&A and answer session. To the members that have been present in
Hello,
the whole session,
hello,
Mr.
hello.
Arafat, you can mute.
Okay.
To the members that have been having the session, with any questions from you, anything to ask, just to rectify you, cause yes, Mr. Tumweste brief.
Thank you very much. I've been hearing everything from your side. My question is about one or two.
About?
Uh, my question is like one or two.
Yes,
One,
yes.
after doing the IEEE Extreme 19.0, he is eligible to get the certificate of participation.
Okay, the next question
Um,
is
then, then the second question is about the IEEE day. Um, are we also supposed to share that one on our LinkedIn about the IEEE day and who facilitates that very IEEE day in different student branches. Then theory, when you open this link they shared with us that has basics, um, almost everything it has no deadline. There are only two activities that have a deadline. So how shall we go about that one? We just let it be like that, or they will come with time and put a deadline. Then another thing about the links, whenever you upload, whenever you upload, they tell you that that system is not yet what is not yet up to date to show you that you uploaded and you got some certain kind of marks. So I think we shall be required to share that information again, or they'll be having that information that we shared in our LinkedIn and previous
can you
platforms.
repeat the fourth question? The fourth question. It's
Third
about
question is about we had shared about task one and task zero, task one. Now, my question is,
yes.
because if you're to check, they say you're supposed to be giving us marks automatically,
Yes.
but they say the system is not updated. So after updating the system, should I think they will be having that information or should be required to share that work on our social media platforms again and we share to confirm.
Okay, I've got your question. members, allow me first answer him, then the next we can answer. The first question was about eligibility to getting a certificate. That is the easiest part to get a certificate for IEEEXtreme, because just only one question you qualify to get a certificate. So long as you're having a team, the team submits at least one question, the whole team will be getting a certificate. Each member gets one certificate. Then the next question was IEEEXtreme Day. It is 25th of October, because your question was about IEEE Day. IEEE Day is different from IEEEXtreme. IEEE Day is on 7th of October 2025. Then Extreme is on 25th of October. So they are different. Don't mix that two. Then the tasks you're doing, and then I'll combine the third and then fourth question. The tasks you're doing, you're seeing the leaderboard is still having slow, not having points there or marks. There will be like, should I say the end of this month? No, not the end of this month. Okay, it is always random to put their marks, but you always submit the tasks. They follow up. So they will just announce someday that you all check the leaderboard to check for your marks, and then the marks, if they're not there, then you can rectify with them that I did the tasks on this time, this date, and I submitted, so they can give you the marks. Don't mind about the marks not being there in time. They will update that. Just make sure when you're doing tasks, always use the Google Drive so that you can save your work there. In case the marks don't come in time, or they tell you the leaderboard is updated, then you check there, they're not having your marks, you have proof that you did the task in time, because that's the only way to survive. If you have proof, they always update your marks. I think I've answered all your questions. I've combined third and then fourth in that last response. IEEE Day is different from IEEEXtreme. Certificate eligibility, so long as your team submits one question, it's already automatically get a certificate. But then don't only target one question per team. Please solve as many questions as you can per team to put our section in a good global position. Then I'll take another questions from any other colleague on the meeting.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi, Mr. Arafat.
I'm good. Okay, I've been kinda late, but let me just take this opportunity to ask some questions, though I have missed some information.
It's okay.
I think it will be better for me to understand. Now my question is about the questions that you are talking about. How are we supposed to receive those questions?
Okay, you joined late.
About
You joined late, yeah?
yes, yes,
I
that's what
just
I've talked
I
about.
just mentioned that you, Mr. Arafat, you're from Oneja
Yes,
University also.
yes, sir.
And then Hajat, Hawa, Nakato, then I think it's just the only two people missing out tasks. The rest you're already receiving emails. If I can rectify, Mr. George, you're receiving the tasks in your emails already.
Yes, I do.
Yes, then for only Hajat, Hawa, and then Mr. Arafat, I just gave you the details a day back. You get a task also. Just the team hasn't yet updated the list for receiving the tasks. Just that you guys came in late for the opportunity of being ambassadors. So you get a task, don't worry. Then I'll follow up your issue with Madam Hawa so that you get to the leaderboard. Any other question from any other member? Cause that one I've just
Thank you.
welcome.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
I'm inquiring. I also haven't been receiving the tasks. I don't know.
Yes, Mr. Akina Elijah, right?
Yes.
I just checked. Was it the day I submitted for those ones? Was it yesterday? But one, I just checked your name was just added it to the list. It is still in the new volunteers. Down, it hasn't yet moved to the what? The confirmed volunteers, though it will move there with time. Your name is already on the list for volunteers. Actually, I just followed on your name when I was going through the list. It was already highlighted what yellow as new members. So we move to the what? Confirmed volunteers also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Maybe to come on the same page, you will help us send the slides maybe in the WhatsApp group.
I will share both on the email.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Then Mr. Brief, your hand is up before Mr. Festos.
Uh, my last question is about when you check in the list of tasks, you're supposed also to upload this meeting. So shall we upload it or you the only person to upload it?
This is Mr. Brief.
Yes, yes, yes.
The ambassadors, they told you to upload that also.
Yeah, I'm seeing it report on attending the onboarding meeting hosted by a section lead or correct, then link to be sent
Okay, you
on
have
the
to do that.
status.
You have to submit. To clear about the tasks is it's like this. For the ambassadors, every task you receive, you submit it individually. Then for the section lead and then the section co-lead, there are some tasks that me and Mr. Festo, only one we have to just submit, then the whole two people will be getting the marks. Then for the ambassadors, please, every task you receive, submit as individual. So if you're having tasks for the onboarding meeting, please submit it before the deadline. Deadline, I think it's tomorrow, not so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then a question from Mr. Festo.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. First of all, my first point may not be a question, but I want to all just encourage our ambassadors that whenever they receive tasks and maybe they find something challenging to them, they should feel free to reach out to us, you and I, or any other person, because I know some of us, it is our first time coming in this IEEE Extreme and this part of volunteering. So it is very okay asking for something from someone we can easily help. Yeah, then also, Mr. Lead, you talked about the funding from the Uganda section. So like for example, I'm the current chair of Mbara University, but I think I submitted in the when I came in power, it was like in May. Yeah, that is when I submitted the student branch plan, the annual plan. So I don't know, was it past the deadline? How do we go about it? Thank you all for joining in.
All right, thank you for that question. For the part of funding, you always inquire from the chair, Mr. Baron, because when they release funds, they will not tell you that the funds came. So you just have to keep checking with the what? With the chair, Mr. Baron, to tell you that the funds are in. Though around August, then September, you reach out to him. He'll tell you the response
All right,
and how
thank you.
much they give to every SP. So I always check with him.
Oh, all right, noted.
Then Mr. Griff is asking in a message, how do I submit for this task yet I have not recorded anything? Okay, so for this, I knew members will be having this task. So I asked Mr. Festo to take the screenshots of the vital slides that we have been having. I think he has been doing that. So we shall share the pics then. For the recording,
Yes,
you don't have to send them a recording. Just they need screenshots that you were in the meeting. That's all they want.
yeah, I took the screenshots.
Okay, so we shall give them, then they can submit for the task. All right, any other questions? Okay, Ajatawa.
Good evening, everyone. Um, since I'm new here, I'm having a lot of questions, but for now, I'll ask a few. You have talked about, first of all, you've talked about the tasks, and you've said that we are going to be receiving our own tasks as new volunteers. So my question is that, do those tasks have their own deadline, or some of them have already expired? Then the other thing is that we don't. I personally don't know the chair. I don't know how to contact him, so I'm kindly requesting for that help. Then the other question is that for every branch section, how many members are required? Like how many members am I supposed to come up with, and what are the criteria for those members? Thank you.
Alright, you're having many questions, you can ask them. Then for the chair, it is Mr. Baron. I'll share the contact in the group for the volunteers, those who want, because actually he was looking for you guys, the chairs for different SB. Then for how many members per university or SB, please register as many as you can, so long as they can deliver. They can come to the competition, they do numbers, they solve. Register as much as you can. Each team should be having a maximum of 3, but you can say each team to be having 2. How can you select these teams? Don't get a team, you put their super coders in one team. That is not good. Get one team, a super coder, then some other few people to cheer this coder around. You can get one from. The only qualification to be a participant, you should be having a membership. That's a must. It is a must. If you have not having that one, no participating. So long as they have membership, they can participate. Just bring your whole team from the SB, they participate. The more numbers we register, the more chances of winning, I'm sure about that. Because if I'm registering only 10 teams, it is a disadvantage to the section. So bring any number you want. Then I will clear for your SB, your university. You're in the process of becoming an SB, not yet an SB yet. So you have no budget yet, I'm sure, for funds. Though without funds, you can still have the competition. Any other question?
Pangwarafat from Ndeje University.
Yes, please.
So my question is does Ndeje qualify?
My friend, Indeje is an SP.
Yes, okay. Now the thing is, I've been late, so I have a lot of concerns with it through this meeting. I would like to point them out.
Let me first clear you this. Indeje is an SB. They submitted the plan. I saw the V2s they submitted. You can reach out to Mr. Is it Mr. Bill at Linda? Is it Mr. Miss? The chair.
Mr. Bill, Apinda Bill, Mr.
Yes. He will clear the space for what? The budget.
Okay.
They submitted. Is it Mr. Eli who submitted before him leaving the office? He submitted. I only saw is it only Chambogo University didn't submit, I'm sure. They didn't submit. Mr. Joel, I'm not seeing him on the call, I'm not seeing him there. I think we can finish by 9. Any other questions? Do not limit yourselves with asking questions, because this is the only time we have to answer them before. Yes, Ajat.
So my other question is, what do we need? Like, what are some of the things that we need to do to become an SB as a university?
Madam Maria is already processing that process. Because what you need, you need student members, then professional members. Maybe is it 3 to 4 professors per university? I'm not sure about that number of professors to have. But for the usually, you're already in the process of what? Becoming an SP. It is Madam Mariam processing that with Jaramoji. They are following that up. I'm sure by the time of the extreme competition, you will be an SP. I also heard some, should I say rumors that there is KIU, Goshen campus, becoming an SP. I'm not sure about that though, they're also coming up. But to participate as a member in the competition, you don't have to be an SP, because we have been having Bositema participating, we have been having, also there's also Wuntam, to participate, you shouldn't be what SP. So long as you're an IEEE member, you can participate. And I know actually you already have 20 plus members. Those are around 8 teams? No, not 8. 6 plus teams. You can even make 7 teams because if you're 23 per team, 7 teams. Then the 7th team will be having 2 people. Alright. I think I can take 2 3 questions. What is SB in full? Student branch. SB in full is student branch. Then the difference between IEEEXtreme and IEEE day. IEEEXtreme is the day that IEEE hosts or has the competition for the global competition. Then IEEE day, for that day we celebrate as for IEEE members. I will share in the group for what the volunteers, the links to IEEE website, because I'm also playing some part. There's a IEEE day webmaster, so that you guys can participate, because I think the ambassadors for IEEE day are already out. You registered, I think, those who saw the links and the things I share on the IEEE Uganda channel for student and student graduate members. I always share those links there. Those who applied, well and good. But the two, they are too far different, because IEEE is different from IEEEXtreme. I'll take the last question or the second last.
Okay. So I have a request.
Yes.
We're just requesting you to send any link we need to have to know more about IEEE and SBXtreme, because I personally have been new into this thing. So before I ask questions to my chairman, I would like you to share everything I need to know about this, about IEEE and those other links that we are talking about.
Okay. I'm going to share in that group.
So thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, but just a quick one.
Yes.
I just wanted maybe to respond to him.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. For the IEEE Extreme, it's an IEEE competition about programming, where different student branches compete against each other, and then they award the winners some money. Yeah. Then for the IEEE day, it's a day more of a it's like giving back what IEEE gives back to the public, like how IEEE impacts to the world. It calls for more of charity and voluntary kind of outreaches. So in a glimpse, you can imagine like maybe the student band members planting a tree just to show awareness of what technology um, harmonizes with the environment. Then you can also think of maybe your student branch IEEE members doing some charity work along your community, say going to a nearby market, and then you say you are doing bulungi wansi, cleaning up, and yeah, helping the people there. So it's like IEEE itself giving up to the world, impacting to the world, and then from there you just have to how it's celebrated globally. Then from there, you just need to take a photo of what you guys have been doing. Then have a hashtag IEEE on different social medias running. So the group with with the more engagements, it could be able to win the IEEE day. So I think in a nutshell, that's all I know about it. Maybe Owen can clarify on that if I've made the bus to get lost somehow. But yeah, he can guide more. Thank you. I
No,
submit.
you're on track. That's really good. That's really good. Thank you for that emission. And I think there are no more questions because we have explained everything with you guys. For the other questions, I'm always online 24/7. Okay, it might not 24/7, but I'm always online. I'm sure about that. I always reply every answer or every question online. If you can email, call, or WhatsApp or any text, I'll reply. Thank you once again for joining this today's meeting. For those who may not have been able to attend, I've recorded and I will share everything. And thank you for the questions. Actually, they helped me expand my part of the briefing I had to do with you guys because some questions I had not prepared to share, but of course you asked and then I had to share about them because some I thought you knew them about the ISB, what in full, what. Thank you for coming up to attend a meeting. Let's work together to make IEEEXtreme 19.0 most impactful one yet in IEEE Uganda section. Thank you all. May God bless you. Have a good night.